Hey, it's Allison from Computers.mom with some tips for conquering your oversploding Gmail inbox. Gmail, that's email from Google of course, is powerful, flexible, and free, but every day we see people not making the most effective use of it because they lack some essential information. Some of this is probably familiar, but bear with me while I show you what you need to know to better manage your Gmail. When you sign up for an email account with Google, they create a storage space dedicated to you that's called All Mail. They give you a huge amount of space, but it's stored in the cloud, so it doesn't eat up all the storage space on your computer or your phone. Now, when Aunt Martha sends you an email, Google checks it for safety and then deposits the message in your inbox, which is a subset of All Mail, and updates the count of new unread mail in the inbox. If someone sends spam to your email address, Google puts it in a separate bin called Spam, obviously. It's still your mail, but it doesn't show up in the inbox. You also have a separate bin for deleted mail called Trash. Any mail that's placed in spam or trash sticks around for 30 days, and then it's gone for good. As more and more email comes in and you respond, Google groups the messages and your responses to them into conversations and keeps a count of how many emails are in each conversation. Doesn't take long for your inbox to start feeling kind of untidy or overwhelming. So what do? Some people are perfectly happy to leave all their mail in the inbox, and nothing catastrophic happens if you do, but the important stuff can get buried and hard to find. Other people delete every message once they're finished with it. The problem with that is that after 30 days, as you know, that mail is gone. So you're giving up one of the best features of Gmail, which is the ability to search through all your old mail quickly and easily. Here's a better solution for the oversploding inbox. Leave in the inbox only the mail that you are using currently. It's like leaving papers out on your desk. You don't want everything you've ever received in a huge pile, just the recent stuff that needs attention. For everything else, Gmail provides buttons for different actions you can take. The two most essential ones are Delete and Archive. Delete obviously moves a message to the trash. That's easy, but don't overuse it. Only delete mail that you will definitely, positively never ever want to see again, like advertisements. For everything else, when you're done reading or replying, whether it's personal conversations, tickets, work stuff, anything you might ever want to have a record of in the future, you can remove it from the inbox without deleting it completely by clicking Archive. The key here is that Archive is an action, not a place. When you archive an email, you're removing messages from the inbox, but they're still part of All Mail, which is your whole history. You can still find them anytime you need them, but your inbox isn't cluttered up with a bunch of old junk. There's also a button to report spam, which will move an email to the spam bin. But you shouldn't need that very often because Google does a pretty good job of filtering out the spam for you. In addition to the inbox, Google provides you with ways to further organize everything in All Mail with labels like starred and sent and drafts. If you want to get fancy, you can even create your own labels like travel or Fred. Labels are a whole other topic, so let's put that aside for now and take a look at how you actually use Gmail in real life. Here's a Gmail account viewed in a web browser, which is the best way to access Gmail and all its features. There are a lot of ways to customize this view, but certain basic things are true for everyone. On the left side is a list of the labels we talked about: inbox, starred, sent, snooze, drafts, all mail, etc. In the current version of Gmail, they show up as little icons to save space on the screen, but if I just move my mouse pointer over the list, the names appear. Or I can keep the names visible by clicking the little stack of bars up here on the upper left. That's a toggle like a light switch, so if I click it again, they shrink down to icons. Let's leave them visible for now. Whichever one of these labels I click on, I'll see the contents of that label on the right. You can see that the inbox is selected here, so this list is all the email conversations in the inbox sorted from newest to oldest. There's one message in spam and one in drafts that I started and didn't finish yet. But if I click on All Mail, there are almost 1,200 conversations. The first 50 are displayed on this page. I can scroll down to see those, or I can use the buttons on the upper right here to go back through the older ones, one page of 50 at a time. Notice that all the messages that were in the inbox are also in All Mail. The inbox, as we mentioned, is a subset of all mail. Now let's return to the inbox. When I click on any message in the list, I see that message instead of the whole list. I can get back to the list by clicking on the arrow here or on the inbox label. Notice that when I do that, the unread total has dropped by 1. Let's open another message. Now look up here at the top. There are the action buttons, the verbs we've been talking about. The first 3 are the essential ones: archive, report spam, and delete. If I don't care about saving this email, I could delete it, but I want a record of this one, so I'm going to click here to archive it. After I archive that message, I'm thrown back into the inbox list, but that email is no longer in the inbox. Where did it go? It's not in the archive. Remember, archive is an action, not a place. All that button does is move that email out of the inbox, but it's still in all mail because it's always in all mail until I delete it or send it to spam. Okay, last point for getting your inbox under control. You can archive or delete a single message when you're looking at that message, but it's a whole lot faster to do a bunch of them at once. To do that, start in the message list like this. Click on these gray check boxes to select the messages you want to act upon. And the minute you have even one of them selected, the same action buttons appear up here at the top, so you can archive or delete a whole bunch of emails at once, like this. That's enough for today, but look for more Gmail tips in future videos. Feel free to leave comments or questions below. If this was helpful, please click the like button and remember to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.